So what we have here is a few tables with some topics that you might want to develop or improve on. And so I've put my topics down the left. I've given myself a score on this particular day. I could ask other people to rate me or to score me if I was feeling really brave. And then once you put your scores in, what you do is you just take your mouse and highlight over that area there. You then go to you can do insert recommended charts, click all charts, and then click radar. And what that will do, that will give you a nice big profile, which is nice and visual for you to see. So you can see here that obviously the ability to cope with stress, finances, plus I've got personal relationship, friends. I've got to just work on these two areas if it was my coaching wheel. So I could then start to think about a few questions to go with that. So what will it look like when I achieve my goal? Okay, will I have financial freedom or whatever it might be? What else could I do? I could start by contacting a few friends and just meeting up or virtually meeting up, I should say, in some cases. Um, and so I could actually start to ask myself some questions. Maybe I need to drill down and ask myself why that's a particular thing I want to do. And if I ask why 5 times, you tend to drill down to the peel back the onions to reveal what the true motivator is. So just try that. Why do you want to do that? Why? Why is that an issue? And so things like that. Who could I be accountable to? Always a good idea to have someone that you can account to who will check up. Well, how's it going? How's that coaching wheel going? And then obviously I need to reward myself if I've moved up. We need something, some sort of carrot, hopefully, to reward yourself. So think about those questions. So that might be one way of doing it. If you want a very quick sort of system, you might use the top four, or if you are involved in some way with faith, you might use spiritual as your fifth one. And you could give yourself a mark, your peers could give you some feedback, and you could compare them. Incidentally, if you want to do a second chart, it's quite easy. You just drag the mouse over the two, click insert, click your recommended chart again, and then click all charts, click your radar, and then you've got your two, and you can compare them. Okay, and remember that this is live, so if, for example, I change one of those and someone says, well, you've not been ill for quite a while, so you're in pretty good condition, that should be a 7. So you might adjust it, and if you notice it, it just adjusts straight away. Okay, so that might be something you'd like to do. Just moving on to a couple of other areas where you might use this. You might use it for tutorials, and you might have a student, and you might then want to put a target with that student. So let's see if we can um, meet those deadlines for that next assignment. So let's try and really get that in good time, or get it in early for me to give you some formative feedback. So let's hope for and work on a 7, and you focus in class. Let's try and get that you're a little bit more focused, not wandering looking at your mobile phone underneath the desk or whatever. And so you might have that. So let's just focus on those two areas. We'll leave that one for now. We're gonna just leave those as they are. And your timekeeping, obviously we want to make sure that you're here on time for the start of the lesson. Let's be really brave on that and really take that to a 10. Okay, so you could do that. And then let's say the next tutorial came along, and that might be a 6, and that might be a 7. That might be, obviously it should be a 9, a minimum of 9. Let's make that an 8. Let's say they managed to maintain that, and they've hit a 6, and they hit a 7. So what you could do there is you could highlight all these 3 different things, hit the insert, hit the recommended chart, and then hit the all charts, hit the radar, click on that, and you've got all the 3 there. You can change the chart title obviously by just clicking on it. So this might be a coaching wheel or for tutorials. Okay, and you could discuss that with your student and look at the 3 different targets. Okay, and then finally we've got the sport one. So in the sport one, we've got here, this is one that Kev uses, and we can make this quite detailed because you're really trying to improve motor skills or maybe concentration or reaction. So there's a lot of different kind of things going on, but you're really trying to improve a sports person to be at the peak of their potential. So you might be, micro looking or micromanaging each of these areas and looking for improvements. So again, as you can see here, we can drag that out, pull it out, and you can create a graph of that. Same again, hit the radar, and there you go. You've got your 3 to discuss with your student. Okay, so now you've got your nice chart, but it might be that you want to change the headings. For example, I don't want Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3 as a heading, and the chart title can change. To change the chart title, I just click on it, and then all you've got to do is to just type your new name. This might be Sports Coaching Wheel. And then to change the series, what you have to do there is slightly different. You click select data, and you've got series 1, series 2, series 3. So series 1, I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to change the name of that to the present. Okay, and then series 2, I'm going to edit that and put that as target. And then on series 3, I'm going to edit that and put that as actual. So we click them, and you can see now when I go back in, that's looking much better. I can see clearly that was my target, that was my actual. So why not give this a go, and you can try it when you're doing your tutorials. You can try coaching yourself or just coaching other people that you want to.